Sometimes our global weather pattern, it gets in a bit of an atmospheric traffic jam. This traffic jam, it can happen over water, over land. In this case, it's over land, over the U.S. But it sounds a lot worse than what it really is. We call this an omega block. It looks like the capital letter omega, obviously in the Greek alphabet. Can you see it? We had to draw it a lot in weather school, just like that. So there is signs that this is developing. This weekend really begins when it starts showing up on our weather maps, right? The dips found on either sides of the coast with a ridge in the central U.S. That ridge even extending by Saturday into Canada. Could last into Sunday, too, for a few days. Sometimes these blocks can last for weeks. I don't think that's going to happen here. But with each passing day, the weather seemingly is going to be repeating itself. One thing to note, Marissa, if you're living in the middle of this omega, temps are trending a little warmer.
So that is where we find the winners.
Yes.
You know, weather is all relative, right? Especially when it comes to winning and losing and who's got the best forecast. Let's pick off where Stephen left off when it comes to that omega block. Looks a little bit like an octopus if you look at the larger picture. But in the middle, warm and dry. But on the outskirts, cooler with rounds of rain and perhaps just cool and comfortable if you're in the northeast. How does that translate into air temperatures? Well, in the central part of the country, we have a return of the 90s, and not just the 90s. I'm talking into the 90s. St. Louis expecting 97 by Sunday. Des Moines, Iowa, the low 90s. Even Chicago's going to be heating up, but on the outskirts is where you find the cooler and slightly below average temperatures. High temperature departure, so this is that departure from average, as you know, Stephen, and it's really the yellows and the blues to pay attention to. Yellow is going to mean above, orange is going to mean more above, and then the blues mean below average.
It's wild. Obviously, my eyes go toward where we're looking this morning, St. Louis.
Yeah.
Today could hit 90 in St. Louis, and when you look at through at least Sunday, we hit 90 degrees in St. Louis each and every day with perhaps the hottest weather that we've seen. I don't want to say so far this season because we've gotten into the 99, 100-degree territory,
right,
but we could be making a run at 100 degrees in St. Louis.
It stands out. It stands out. I think what's
Yeah.
interesting, look at the temperature in Dallas on Saturday at 96, and look at Kansas City. Look at Des Moines.
My gosh.
Very similar temperatures. So this is very warm for this time of year, and when it stays hot for prolonged periods without the chance for rain, you dry up really quickly. So I will say, if you're not getting the rain, but you're getting that big-time heat, watching for flash drought, anything that could come up because of that. I think going into it, many of these areas are doing okay.
Shout out to my parents. I was talking to my dad this week, and mowing the lawn, you know, you do it every few days if it's raining.
Right.
He's not had to mow the lawn for several weeks. My mom said it's getting crunchy in the St. Louis area. So yeah, for the flash drought or just for a very abnormally dry spell, you get these periods. And that's the other concerning thing. When you're under this ridge, you're not getting rain.
There's no movement. We had a traffic block, traffic jam. And just for perspective, so this is the average last 90-degree day for Tulsa, Memphis, St. Louis, Nashville. And for some of you, it is right around now. You have your last 90-degree day. But the records go all the way into October. So it tells me we can go into October into the 90s.
Halloween
it has happened.
Can be hot.
I do not like a hot, I don't like it rainy, and I don't like it hot, because let's face it, costumes require layers and synthetic fabric. And there's nothing worse than heat.
I know. You need a fan in that costume.
You know how I feel about being hot.
A fan in that costume.
Yeah.
Wow, and look at that. Even as we head toward the middle part of the month, the confidence has been going up.
It has been going up. That orange has been turning brown, especially over the Midwest.
Wow, and we're not talking about the leaves. Not yet. All right, so we know how the temperatures are going to behave this weekend, but what kind of weather could we see in the Northwest? There's something called rain. We know it's been tough to find this summer in the Pacific Northwest. Not to make a joke of it, because this very dry summer has dehydrated vegetation, making conditions more conducive for these wildfire spread. And that's what we've seen recently. Throughout the Pac Northwest, officials say there are 21 large active wildfires that have been burning and have burned more than 120,000 acres. Meteorologist Craig Herrera joining us now. It's interesting because we need the rain, Craig.
Yeah.
But how a lot of these fires have started, which is a natural process, is due to the lightning.
Right.
And when you deal with storms, you're going to see lightning occasionally. So it just has to be managed. And so far, it's been manageable. We hope it doesn't become unmanageable.
And that's the threat. You're waiting for the rain, right? And when you guys are talking about this Omega block and you got some of the rain on the northeast, well, guess what? You get some rain on the Pacific Northwest as well because you're on the northern side of that. Jet, let's talk about that because, Stephen, you're right. When you talk about the Pacific Northwest and you think about rain, you think about Seattle, Portland, many people think rain. And yes, it's not a consistent heavy rain, but it is a light drizzle at times, and it's just been shut off. This is a beautiful time of year in the Pacific Northwest. However, it has been dry. We have had some lightning and not a lot of rain. They're called dry thunderstorms because they do produce the lightning, frequent at that, and not a lot of rain to wash it out. So having said that, with this setup that we're getting, we've got a couple of areas of low pressure that come through. This is good news for not only the western side of the slopes of the Cascades, but the eastern side, because a lot of those storms, they bank up against the Cascades and they get wrung out with all of the rain. It's the central and the eastern portions of the states here that get left out. This is going to open the door for all of the rain to move all the way up into the Rockies. We get some upslope into the Rockies, and that'll give us more in the way of rain as well. We do have a flash flood threat at this point for places like Oregon into Northern California. The concern here, as we go through the day today, is the burn scar areas, the fires you were just showing. We've got burn scar areas all over, and we're looking specifically at Washington or Oregon here. You throw in some moisture, and this area of low pressure that spins here for at least 24 hours will squeeze out a lot of moisture, could lead to debris flows, and that's the concern because here are the mountains, and up to the north here, and all of that rain would be a concern. Air quality, boy, has been an issue for us across the Pacific Northwest, and normally it is beautiful this time of year. But because of the amount of fires, many caused by lightning, and look at the acreage burned, the wildfires have been creating poor air quality across areas where you typically go hiking, you go fishing, you go to look at the waterfalls, and people just haven't been able to do it. Mount Rainier, there's a lot of smoke that fills the area here. It's also been dry and hot, Stephen. So not only are we waiting for the cooler conditions, the moisture will certainly help out with the drought conditions. However, it does come at a price, and that could be some flooding issues.
Still crazy that the entire state of Washington is in a drought. We're dealing with, at the very least, a moderate drought, but then at the worst, we're creeping into southeastern Washington into that exceptional category. So
and a lot of trees here, a lot of terrain that's dry.
That's true. All right. Craig, thank you.
Yeah, you got it.